Hello. Hello. We are gonna do something that we get asked a lot today, and it's how we store veggies and make them last as long as we can. So we put everything as it was from the grocery bags into the fridge so that we could show you our typical putting away stuff. Also, I think, or we both think, it's very important to put away everything almost ready to be used, so then you don't have everything all over the place, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that way I guess you have less work to do once it's all using. Okay. Like, it might be a little bit more work right now, but then it's better later. Yeah. Whatever. So I got these super nice kale bunches. This is Tuscan kale, or dino kale they call it. And it's so pretty. I got 2 bunches because they're usually never this big. They must be in season. They're also local, so they're from here. Okay, so I don't really know if this helps with moisture or helps the veggies maintain for longer. I would like to think so, but I just like to lay, every time I get new veggies, I like to lay a clean cotton towel in there so that I can start putting my veggies right in there. And I think it just helps, because sometimes these things create some type of moisture, and then there's like water drops and whatnot, and I feel like that falls into the veggie and then it just goes downhill from there. So for the kale, what we do is we put them in these cotton towels that we got on Amazon. We'll put the link so you guys can check them out. We got a huge packet. It's not expensive at all. And you just go like this and you wrap them up, and that keeps them nice for very long, because sometimes even with the chopped ones that come in bags, the bag humidifies, and all the water again makes everything go bad and moldy, and they smell horrible. So the best, I guess, a good trick to keeping vegetables is keeping them as dry as possible. So doing this helps you a lot. And if you don't have cotton towels, you can use paper towels, which is what we used to use before, but we used to go through it so much that we decided to get these cotton towels, because that way we buy less paper towels, and that way we use less paper towels. We just wash these, and it's okay. So you'll want to be doing the same with your herbs, especially with your herbs. Depending on the herb and the parsley and cilantro, we always like to keep them in cotton towels. But for example, the mint and the basil are sometimes more, they're naturally a little bit more delicate. So what I like to do about those is actually put paper towels, because I feel like it might absorb a little bit more. And I mean, these cotton towels are huge. So it's just the paper towel, and then I put them inside of a bag. I mean, if you have a Ziploc, it will be ideal. But that's it. I mean, we use these other bags. We're definitely not the best and not there yet, but we try to use, at least plastic and paper as possible. So we do stasher bags, and then our mom gave us these 2. So yeah, I'll probably put my herbs, I'll roll them in paper towels, and then put them inside of these, and they do keep for a really, I'm not gonna say really long time, but way longer than they usually do. So this is how we keep a few things in the fridge, and how we try to use as least plastic as possible. We have these stasher bags that are silicone bags that are washable and reusable. You can even put them in the dishwasher. And we put bread here, like frozen bread, and then we just toast it up. We have cookie dough, we have ginger. This is one that we have empty, so whatever it's here, we'll put it probably like the herbs I have in the machine. And whenever we want to wrap something else that want to last longer, like let's say we cut up a cucumber and then we leave the half in the fridge, we'll wrap it up in this beeswax paper, and it lasts really, really long. avocados to anything really you can put in here, apples, whatever. So it's just useful to have these and not use plastic. Okay, so what I was saying about basil and rosemary, here it is. I'll take a sheet of paper towels. I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna put another one. Kind of lay them out in there. I don't know. I'm wrapping. You want kind of have it, how do you explain that? I want to cover as much as possible, I guess, so that it doesn't touch each other. Like if I go like this, then I'm covering the surface. Does that make sense? Sure. Would have been ideal if I would have ripped the two separately, but I'm not gonna waste more paper. I'm gonna go here. These are cherries, they're not in season, amazing. The fruits, we like to get these little baskets, they're ceramic, we found them at Home Goods, hope it opens soon. I'm sure you can find them at like Goodwill and whatnot. It's just little ceramic baskets, we have all kinds, so different colors, different sizes. And then at the farmer's market, sometimes they give you these with tomatoes or strawberry pints and whatnot. This is the size of a pint, so that's what they call that. And we like to keep them to keep everything nice and neat in the drawers, which we'll show you after it's all done. These are radishes. I honestly don't know what they've done with all of this. It hurts me to have to throw it away, but I feel like they don't really taste like anything. Or yes, they do. It tastes like a little bit of dirt. So I don't like to save them. And it's obviously too bulky to put them in the fridge like that. Why so many? Because we're trying to pickle. We really like pickled radishes, and they give you a really different taste or flavor profile, I would say, to your typical salads. So once you pickle them, they last kind of forever, so that's the deal. Okay, so I'm gonna record Yami because she really is the one that organizes the fridge. I just follow whatever she sets up there and I mess with it. But she knows she'll get in trouble. Yeah. But she like makes this perfect, and then I just continue it. But I can't just go in there and organize myself because I'm not so good. Well, I think what they taught us as kids, like what do you say? Like terms are like put in the same place. So I always like to keep like whatever is the same, like the beers, the kombucha as well, coffees, and another beer, but you get the idea. And then like I like the jars to like see like for them to be in the same place. There's some tests that we've been running. It's a little secret that you'll hear about eventually, hopefully soon. So yeah, like quart containers, pint containers, and then right now here, this is a mess that shouldn't be there. So here's where we're going. Like the fruits, we're keeping all the fruits in the same kind of spot, fruits and tomatoes. And then here we keep all of our seeds and nuts and seeds. It's just better to keep them there if you have the space one as well. There's some dates, some greens, and then the basil. These are just things that the temperature here is a little higher, so they don't burst as fast. Okay, so
the fridge now.
So much better. We have bread over there. We're gonna pick tomorrow yogurt.
That's so homemade ricotta, more yogurt, soup, coconut water, all the drinks,
containers,
all the cheese. Oh, look, this is how we keep the cheese too. So ham.
This is really packed.
But yeah, ham, and we have tons of cheese because we just had a few people. Like, we have a big family, and every time they're over, we try to just give them things to big add. So cheese,
and then eggs and leftovers of whatever we are eating.
yeah. So I try to keep the leftovers down here so they don't look as ugly when you open the fridge. So just stash them in there.
And the drawer.
And then drawers.
Here it is. Here's all the things we wrapped, like we told you. So like, by feel, I know what this is. Like, I know this is cilantro. It's weird. This is parsley, and then these two are kale. And there's celery. Oh my god. And then all the other ones that can be kept outside, like carrots. Oh, the cauliflower, we keep it in the thing, and then eggplants, etc., etc.
They're really good. Alright, so this is just random stuff, I think, and there's nothing to do about it. Also, a very important
So what's
thing.
the random stuff though?
Do you really want to go through the random stuff?
Something.
So yellow mustard. These are some pickled eagles. What do you call eagles?
Figs.
Figs.
We have butter over
Mint. Jelly. Oh, this is the butter that we always use. I mean, we have ghee, but this one's just, I don't know, the taste to real butter is amazing. Mayo. This is avocado mayo, regular mayo, maple syrup, another experiment of fermented carrots. Oh, these we really love. Perfect bars. So this is the kid size, which is really good to just stick it on the go, because sometimes the bigger one, as you can see whenever you eat it, the whole thing, because it can get a little overwhelming, so we just keep them in stock for snacking. I don't know, cocoa cold, more maple syrup, yeast, mint. This I we still haven't used because I don't know, I feel like I don't want it to be over, but we got this Thai chili paste from Thailand from some really good friends that came, and they brought it for us. So thoughtful, love it.
Stay tuned, we should use it soon.
This we can never not have tahini. I think it's amazing. This is condensed milk, more mustard, another experiment.
What is that?
That I don't even know if it's good anymore. I think you made this. It was
oh, this is like a yogurt oil.
It's fine. It's just it smells good. But what's the mistake here, Tina? Can you tell me?
There's no mistake. There's no date on it. Whatever.
Yeah, so we don't know how old this is. Fail. Oh, and this used to have a label. I don't know what happened to it, but so this is a vinaigrette we made. Some sauce, whatever, brownie, whatever. What I like to do and try to do is just, you definitely need labels all the freaking time. It's just so important. You need to know when you made your thing so that you trust yourself eating it and not getting sick, and you know, just for accountability. More jellies. This one's one of our favorites. It's also fig.
Okay, the freezer we're not so proud of.
Sometimes it gets a little wild, and we still haven't gotten big enough stasher bag, so we still keep and reuse the instant gloves. Like we take the stuff out and we wash them out and then we reuse them.
We haven't bought in a while, like, but it stresses us out that there's so much plastic in this.
So I've tried to do like this. So these are veggies and these are fruit. So a bunch of different things to keep yourself entertained and creative in the kitchen sometimes. Edamame, peas, corn, carrot spiral, different color cauliflower, and then these are just mainly for smoothies. We buy our bananas fresh and then we freeze them. Just all kinds of. And then some apples are way back. I like to cut them and put them into it like grapes. This is grapes are great frozen. So that's it. No, I'm not crazy, I promise. Alright, so we're better now. So breads, like it should be. The chicken, I like to try to put the proteins kind of together. So we have chicken and we have salmon. This is our favorite ever fish. That it's extremely affordable and it's in a big container, like a big pack, so we don't have to keep on buying it. It already comes frozen. It's wild caught. Man, anything you want, just get it. Whole Foods, it's great. So we always try to keep that in hand. It defrosts really quickly, so it's easy to just take it out an hour before your meal and then just put it in the oven and done with. So these are our bags for stock. Just all the scraps from veggies in the past. And then what I like to do is to put them to boil in water in the stove. And then afterwards I strain it and then I have my stock dated, very important. So now my stock is ready to go whenever I want to make anything. Then we have just a few things of steak because our family loves steaks, so we try to keep them on pack for whatever. We have tequeños. If you don't know what tequeños are, go Google them, go buy them. You'll change your life forever. We put them in the air fryer for 10 minutes and they're heaven. Some bacon, some more ham. We don't eat that much ham, so I like to keep it frozen and then deep freeze it whenever.
Freeze it.
Deep freeze it?
Defrost? No.
I don't know.
Defrost it.
Defrost it. This is really cold. Whatever. Ground turkey. And finally ground beef. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Frozen nuts because we have no more space to keep them in the fridge.
And then if we keep them out for scare, it's gonna get like a little too soggy, so that's it. Oh no, well, I got so precious. This is precious. So this is leftover croissant from a place I really love from work, and whenever they have leftover doughs, we bring them home and we make wonders with them and we start like experimenting different things. So right now we have croissant dough and we have a bunch of pie dough. So stay tuned.
Ready? So we're gonna make lasagna.
Not sure what it's gonna have. I think you should remember that what I made? It was like green everything. I think it was like kale, parsley.
this fennel have been in the fridge for a little while, so that's why I discarded the outer layers. Okay, so we were recording and the camera ran out, the memory ran out of space. So we have here kale, sliced fennel, and parsley leaves. Dressing, keep it pretty classic. It's like a Mediterranean style salad, so just some olive oil, a little bit of lime juice, balsamic, and sumac. I'll add some salt and pepper and rice. So Yanni had some chickpeas in the fridge from a soup she made, and she just put them on a saute pan just to dry them out so they're not soggy. And we're gonna serve the salad. Being really lazy here doing it with my fork. Whatever. It means less dirty dishes.